Simon.
What?
If we're all alone in this world, and we're dancing amongst nothing, then this is gonna hurt a lot.
Honey, what's going on?
But if I'm right, you'll thank me later.
Sweetheart, we can talk about this. Put the gun down. You don't have to do this, okay? Baby. Alright, welcome back to Rev Hi-Fi. We're at episode 10, believe it or not. I've done 10 of these. Almost kind of depressing. Can't really decide either way. But in which case, I've got a very cool chick with me today. You don't mind if I call you a chick?
No.
Alright, very good. That's kind of how I talk, unfortunately. And on today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing my personal favorite. I say favorite a lot. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's the one that I currently use on my setup. It's the Pioneer PL-12D. I'm also going to be reviewing something that I probably wouldn't this early in my show. However, it was a special request from our guest, that being Led Zepplin III. But we'll get to that in a few seconds. But what we're going to do first, I want to talk to Cait a little bit. She is an incredible actress. I've been lucky enough to work with her a few times on a few different projects. How's that working out for you?
That's awesome.
Working with me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Most of the time I have to apologize to people for that.
No.
So tell me, I know that you do a lot of things. I've seen you, multiple things in filmmaking. I've seen you be a fantastic makeup artist. I've read your work, which is fantastic, and you're a pretty accomplished director at such a young age. What would you say is your forte, or your strong suit, or what you like the most?
Ooh. I think that first and foremost, I'm always an actor. And I always will be, but I definitely enjoy the writing part. I love directing. I feel like a novice still, so I don't want to sit there and say, oh, directing is my favorite, because no, it's a long way off, I'm sure, but it's fun to do.
Well, I think that's the same with all of us, filmmakers. That even the great filmmakers are never great until they're dead. But because you can always do more, you can always do better. Well, what are the current projects that you're working on?
Currently, I am completing 2 films actually that are on my personal level of what I'm trying to complete. So I've got a fairy tale, and then I'm also working on a capstone to finish my film school.
And these are ones that you're directing?
Yeah, I've written and directed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm editing them as well. So it's the blooming that my capstone, I didn't edit that, but I'm working on my fairy tale.
Okay, fairy tale. What's the name of it?
They That Perceive.
They That Perceive. Nice.
Right now.
How about acting-wise? Any acting projects?
Acting-wise, I just wrapped up a feature film with James Britton, and I'm working on a couple of other things, commercials, local stuff, and stuff that we've been working on. So.
All right. Well, you got anything else in the works? I mean,
well, I'm the chair of a group called CAN. They're called the Cinematic Artists of Norman, and right now we're actually heading up the Norman music video competition called the Music Video Pick, and it's for the Norman Music Video Festival.
And that's local acts submitting their music videos to the festival?
Yeah, it's anybody who's got a music video and wants to submit it, something that they've worked on that's Oklahoma crew, that's submittable. And
is submission still open?
Yeah, submission's going to be open through April 12th, and the prize winner gets to have their music video shown before the headlining band, the Norman Music Video Festival. So it's
there you go. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah,
so,
it'll be fun.
Anybody watching this that happens to make music videos, the guy behind the camera, pay attention to that, because that's an excellent opportunity. Have you been to Norman Music Fest often?
Oh yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it now. I'm happy to actually have a function aside from going as an audience.
That's pretty exciting, because I'm a big fan of Norman Music Fest, and so actually you getting to participate in it on the I don't know what that say. The admin side is pretty awesome. I'm glad I know you. That's going to be a good interview.
It's going to be fun, exactly. It's always a good end.
Well, I mean, tell me a little bit about the project that you did with James Britton. What part did you play, and how was that working with that guy?
Oh, man. Well, it's always fun working with James. And every character that I do with James is 100% unique and different. And one of the main reasons why I always like to work with him is because I do things as an actor that I'm not normally asked to do. Like, for instance, this last movie I played the character of Jane, which is one of 3 sisters. And my character has a cast, but she's also drug addicted. So at one point in the movie, I've got a full body cast, and I'm fighting with a character that's in my head, and it's just insane, crazy on every level.
Sounds like James Britton to me.
Yeah.
Love you, James. Anyway, I'm going to take the time right now to go ahead and get on with the high fidelity equipment that I'm going to review today. That being the Pioneer PL-12D. I love this thing. I've had to work on it a little bit, but it is classic looking and it's beautiful. I'm going to tell you all about it right now, so stick around.
You know, I know it's weird that I think electronics can be beautiful on the level of art. Yeah, I know it's a stretch, and this sentiment definitely doesn't apply to modern electronics, but look at this thing. It is gorgeous to my eyes. That tasteful flat black with silver accent, that ultra-classy S-shaped tone arm, and that awesome walnut bass. So yeah, most of what I love about this table is its look, but it is still a Pioneer. Yes, this is a low-end model, but it is still sturdy and very reliable. The PL-12D is a fully manual belt-driven table that plays at the speeds of 45 and 33. One of my favorite features of this table is a little pop-up thing right underneath the needle that assists you in proper placement of the cartridge when replacing the needle. I'm sure other tables may have this option, but none that I've ever owned. Nope, no guesswork here. No, it should just play faithful with minimum stylus damage with that tiny little addition. But again, seriously, this table is just simply gorgeous. The Pioneer PL-12D.
All right, you mentioned before the review about CAN. Could you tell me just a tiny little bit more about that?
Well, what we're doing now for CAN, the project that's in the works, is what we call the music video pick, the MVP, and we're working alongside the Norman Music Festival, which is at the tail end of April. And what we're doing is we're going to have the music videos that Oklahoma film crews submit, and we're going to judge those accordingly. We're going to have a top 10 pick. We're going to have a top 3 pick. There's going to be 2 prizes, and the number 1 prize goes to the person who has the best music video. And their music video will be shown on just before the headlining band.
How does somebody submit to it?
They go to cinematic-artists-of-norman.org, and we have a submission page all set up for that. So if you go there and you submit, then we're going to get your video. We'll have our judges take a look at it and let you know.
All right. Very cool, very cool. All right, well, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and change things up a little bit and go ahead and start to review a classic record. Probably, you know, I wanted to steer clear of something as high watermark as this record, but, you know, this early in my show. But since you requested it, I'm going to do it. That being Led Zepplin III. Now, I got to ask, why do you want me to review Led Zepplin III?
Well, Led Zeppelin is a huge nostalgic band for me because all through my, childhood years, my dad would teach me about Led Zeppelin and show me everything about it. I particularly love the Immigrant Song, which opens up this, I think side 1?
Yeah, side 1.
Is beautiful. Obviously, there's no way you can go wrong with Led Zeppelin. So
no, there's absolutely no way to go wrong with Led Zeppelin. And that being said, we're going to dive right into it. We're going to listen to it. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard it, and you can't listen to it enough. So Led Zeppelin III, stick around.
going to keep this very short because, what am I going to say about Led Zeppelin that hasn't already been said? To my surprise, Zepp is a love 'em or hate 'em kind of band. I know, weird, right? Also, to my surprise, I have many friends who are in the hate 'em camp. And they're musicians, rock musicians. Geez, you might as well spit on John Lennon's grave. I say to these people, have you even heard their music? I mean, case in point, Zepp 3's opener, The Immigrant Song. It's got a killer riff, killer rhythm groove, ton of multi-range vocals, and it doesn't outstay its welcome. What's not to like? Like I said, I want to keep this short. And I'm also not going to show you the package because mine is in terrible shape. But this is Led Zeppelin, the godfathers of hard rock. And Zepp 3 is a classic. It has Tangerine, Gallows Pole, my personal favorite, The Immigrant Song, and Since I've Been Loving You. I mean, seriously, it's Zepp. It's awesome. And if you love rock and roll and do not love, own, and listen to this album or anything by this band, I think it may be time for you to reevaluate your taste.
We are your
So you brought with you a clip from a project that you're currently working on. You want to tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, this is a clip from my capstone, The Blooming. And in this clip, basically, it's we're following a character from being found in the woods to being brutalized by these two guys, and now she's escaped from them and she's running. And so the clip that you're about to see is her just having left these two guys, and she's being chased.
Who's the actress?
The actress is Lindsay Fritz, and the guy chasing her is Thomas Williams.
Ah.
Both excellent actors, and I enjoy working with them. Definitely will be again.
All right, well, we'll take a look at it, and that'll take us on out of the show. I'm pretty excited to let the world see some of your work. Has anybody else seen this? Have you shown it publicly to anybody?
A couple of people, not a public showing.
So a first. I like it. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week. Cait Brasel. How do you pronounce your last name? I just totally fucked that up.
That's hilarious.
All right, one more time.
One thing else I'd like to say about The Blooming is that my director of photography and editor is Jonathan Shahan, who you interviewed last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
We're in a time machine.
I know, right?
All right, thanks for watching.